Date on the 12th. Solar eclipse, full eclipse today. Turning points usually within a day or two of that window, that eclipse window. We had CPI today, was in line. So let's start off with currencies. So someone in the room said I have the patience of Job because I've been waiting for this sell in Aussie for quite some time. We're getting there. I'm going to try and be patient and see what happens up here at this 71.14 level. I'll risk the highs on this. And my plan is that this could be a right shoulder up here. And then we get a pretty good break. Euro, I still really don't see anything. If there's a little bit more left in Aussie and cable, maybe it tries 1620, but really, look at this compressed action. This is a daily. So, I mean, we've gone nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe one more surge because Dixie could still make one more low. We have two lows here. We have this low, we have this low. So if they just do a stop hunt here in the next couple of days and trade down to 99.40, 99.20, and then reverse back over these lows, I think you have something. So obviously, if I'm looking to short Aussie, I do think that there could be still one more rally in the dollar. Some people are talking 98.60, wouldn't even upset the apple cart, but we start closing under 99. I'm going to step aside and wait for reversals to tell me. But I planned this. We're in this eclipse window. I've been waiting for a sale in Aussie for quite some time. Thought we might get there when we started up here, but we're grinding our way towards it. So it could happen today, could happen tomorrow. Could always leave a resting order in with your stop above it if you think it could happen overnight. But that's the way I'm going to trade the dollar so far. Not that I'm ruling out any kind of shorts in euro or cable. Cable may want to clean out. I'm sure there's some people hoping that the pound does not take out this high. It's a pretty important high. Had a big break from there. So maybe a little stop hunt over here. We trade 36. Might be worth an attempt there. So that pretty much covers it. Well, Canada, I'm thinking this moving average might be it, around 38.5. I may consider longs there, which makes sense if I'm looking to get short Aussie. There could be a nice little buy in Canada as well. All right, let's get to the precious metals. If you're long, you should be taking partials. It was a great trade. People are embracing this as a bottom, and even if they're right, I wouldn't have FOMO up here. We're approaching this horizontal line I have, and then the downtrend's coming in at 45.70. That's still another $100 away, but we're starting to get some action, like on the 30-minute, where you could start thinking this is 1, 2, 3 setting up here. So if you're a bull, do your fibs on this rally that we've had. And, basically round numbers, call it for a 10% rally. $400 rally, maybe we get a pullback halfway back to 4,200. That's where it might be a shot. And I know silver has outperformed today as well. But I still look at this on the 4 hour. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I have said earlier that maybe it'll even try 70. I don't think it's going to get to 70 now. And this too, if you're a bull, you wait for some kind of pullback, maybe to the $60 level. I'll tell you something. When I look at this daily here, we did have some divergence, but it's still really not that impressive compared to other markets that have rallied. I mean, everyone's so enamored with what's happened in the precious metals, and then you look at something like this. Okay. If you held some long sugar positions, let me know. Congratulations. Just leave it in the comments because I started buying, caught this rally and then I had to scale in down here, some partials, and then caught this recent pullback and then the sideways consolidation, maybe a day or two early. I thought this consolidation was ending, but this call was as good as the call in the grains. And in the grains, today's the day that we have the crop report. Okay, so if you don't remember what could happen during a crop report, let me just remind you, refresh your memory. So here. Okay, this is when they had the orange juice report. Oh, it's coming out the same time today, 9 o'clock my time anyway. All right. Where's Win? Man, I wish I had a crop report. You would think after 50 years they might give it to me for an anniversary gift. Oh, yeah, you guys think you have the market cornered. They don't. Yeah, they're trying like the Hunt brothers did in the silver, right? Look at this. We're going fast market now. You guys may not even be able to hear this, but you see the text. I used to work in an environment like that. What a trip. Okay, here we go. Nice. They're not applauding. They're yelling. Ever Jose, can people hear this?
No, coach.
Oh,
We can.
okay. All right, well, I'll come off it then. All right. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get back to the markets. I guess you guys couldn't even hear it. So what's this? Okay. So the move in sugar, tremendous move. Um, so we covered currencies, we covered metals. We're getting a nice pop in semiconductors today, and we need it for it to get to the zone I was looking for on a recommit in Micron. I know we're still pretty far away. That must mean the market has. We're another $100 away on MU where I want to short it. But just because I want to short it over 1,000 doesn't mean that it's going to get there. Anyway, I haven't recommitted to that yet. Okay. I also want to cover the banks. It's going to be a long one, guys. So I'm in XLF puts. I think that we're peaking. I think it'll be part of the correction the next time. KRE, same scenario, looks like a top. And something I forgot to mention in the metal area. So we've had this huge run in gold and silver, and look at copper. It's a false breakout. It peaked last week. It diverged last week. Right now, we're flagging while precious metals. Look at that candle. It's going lower. I think we could see the lows definitely of the spring under 6. I won't give you my longer term target. You'll want to commit me. So anyway, the difference between copper and gold is copper is about construction, right? And there have been some stories that the Chinese have come up with a substitute for copper. That makes me think that, maybe they have something, but that could generate the kind of decline. And maybe it's not even real, and it just sets up an opportunity for China to accumulate cheap copper. They don't want to buy it up here. They're great traders. Okay, so I'm pretty bearish copper. Started talking about it last week. Um, so in an analogous chart, let's see what Freeport's doing. It hasn't been able to take out the stops. You know, we have these highs here, you know, just can't do it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but to me, this smacks of distribution. I don't think this is a continuation formation, especially with my outlook on copper. So bearish. You know, coin toss whether or not they could clean out the stops. They got close yesterday. It'll take some more strength in S&Ps. Anyway, I guess you get the point on bearish banks and copper. And as far as the S&Ps are concerned, we need a new high. I thought there'd be a new high because of this, and I don't know if we got it yet. It's a daily. Okay, we should. Looks like a continuation formation, but this is why. But if we're only going to go to say 7,800 here, we need to take it out. Maybe 79. Who knows? But next new high, we're going to have divergence there. We'll have divergence. You know, this high in NASDAQ wasn't a new high. So maybe we see what we do in the 30,000 range. And what's really interesting is here's the Russell, and we're almost at new highs, and the 4 hours diverging pretty good. And it's daily is diverging pretty good. That looks pretty tasty for a short when the market turns. So rates, you know, I still can't. I really don't think rates, even though we had a neutral number, are turning. 10-year would have to take out 450 for me to change my mind. I still think we're headed above 5. And TLT, we're going to have a great guest today, Jared Dillian, in about 45 minutes, and he's bullish bonds, so it's going to be a great conversation. So, yeah, I don't see anything there yet. Maybe long dated calls, but I'm going to time a TLT long with a 10-year peak when it's trading, say, about 510-ish. All right, so we have the crop report today, and some of the grains are up into it. Still a couple hours away. So, you know, I advise that you go in pretty light or flat. I'm flat. I might miss something. You know what? I miss trades every day. And does it aggravate me? Yeah, not as much though, because you know, by now, if I don't know, there's always something else, another train, another bus stop, and to have the mentality of you know wasting energy on that, I missed it. Spilled milk. Just you know, keep paying attention, and usually within a day or two, something attracts me or looks compelling to me. So maybe you guys could try that too. Um, I think maybe energy. Yeah, I know I was looking for a break in WTI for a big buy around 72, and we've had a nice bounce here. I'm going to say patience, see if it happens, see if 72 happens, and I'll try it there, risking the lows, which is you know under 67. I'll try and fine tune a stop, but I would try it there. Natural gas is pretty interesting. This guy came up with a harmonic in our room near the lows last week, and if you look at this, it has the look of a head and shoulders bottom. Um, if I'm right about crude, I don't know. Could they move in opposite directions? Certainly, but I think that there might be some sympathy. Maybe it takes a little longer to develop this right shoulder. And with that, I'll see you for Jared Dillian's interview in about 45 minutes. Someone said I had the patience of Job waiting for that sale in Aussie. but I'm not gonna get FOMO and, just try it here on a daily basis. Maybe if it does something ugly and reverses, I will. Otherwise, I'll wait, let it come to me. All right, so good hunting the rest of the day. A lot of people are discovering our community. There's ideas floating around all the time, no upselling. You come in and learn and share and get better. So remember, most of all, everyone, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And I'll have end of the week wrap up for you, most likely on Friday. Adios.